Well, first, our and my personal prayers continue to go out to those families that have experienced this tragedy in Paris.
Senator Rory Respicio joins the rest of the world in sending prayers to everyone affected by the terrorist attacks in Paris over the weekend. And while Homeland officials in Washington, D.C. have indicated there are no specific threats to Guam or the Marianas, the majority leader says it still raises very serious concerns. He's since written to Governor Eddie Calvo to oppose any relocation of Syrian nationals to Guam unless there are firm assurances that they will not pose any threat to the safety of the people of Guam.
Moratorium means just hold off on anything, and although Guam hasn't been identified, what I'm asking is that the governor express those same concerns and that there should be a vetting process, because right now we understand that there is no vetting process and there is no way to determine the safety of any community.
Respicio says he's concerned by reports that a Syrian passport was found by the body of a terrorist killed in Paris Friday night.
Guam has no choice but to express these same concerns.
Governor Calvo, in response, says he agrees with Respicio that the safety of our island is first and foremost.
And this is something where Homeland Security is working with all our partners, with the federal government, to any potential issues that may arise as a result of dealing with refugees. And this is something that's important for us, so we want to make sure that all refugees coming into the United States are properly vetted.
Calvo says we are part of a nation that has provided a safe harbor to others. He adds our island has a history of extending humanitarian assistance to refugees of war-torn countries, like with Vietnam refugees in the 70s and the Kurds in the 90s.
So there has been no word yet from the federal government as to any plans for looking towards Guam. But then at the same time, this is where we want to get additional information from the federal government.
Currently, there are more than 24 state governors who have already objected to any of the proposed 10,000 Syrian refugees being sent to their states.
I join with them in stating that until the security measures have been put in place and there are guarantees, then I also would refrain from any support of any refugees coming here, potentially because some may be not refugees, but maybe again terrorists that are using the cloak of a refugee status to enter the United States.
Governor Calvo adds he sends his thoughts and prayers not only to the victims in Paris, but anyone affected by terrorism. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.